Hey traders, TG Watkins here. It's March 4th when I'm recording this, and let's see. Today I'm going to be going over a few stocks that look obviously very interesting. We're going to be building a little bit of a watch list here, and I want to show you kind of what's been happening out there and how I think we can be comparing some of the action out there to some trades that we can actually take action on in the near future, and a couple that we're already in. Just want to guys show you this my Profit Pilot, I guess Twitter X, if you want to call it, and over here Cart, it's up even more. So this has just been an absolute dream of a trade, and it's kind of stuff like this that I want to show you real quick. So let's dive into that. You can see we got Cart. Oh, what's going on here? There we go. That is Cart. And so what I want to show you is this market is getting pretty exciting. A little bit crazy, but pretty exciting, because things like this, we're getting these wild moves from earnings. Now, not all of them are like this, of course. Some are going straight down, but the ones that are going up are the ones we need to pay attention to. And yes, some of them, like, you got to be Johnny on the spot if you're going to catch these things right after that, and right after the earnings results, and it goes up. And that could be like a quick, 1, 2, maybe 3 day kind of trade. But the other thing you can do is wait for them to settle back down. So what I've been doing is finding names like this that are clearly starting to show something, and it's going on my watch list because I can't buy it up here, and it was too quick of a move for me to catch. So I'm like, okay, so I will keep watching this. Real was one of them. LZ is another one. You can see these things have been either dead or basing, whatever you want to kind of call it, and then they just jump up and explode on earnings. And unless you're quick, you're missing them. Okay, that's fine. But now they're going on my list because they are looking pretty strong. You can see Band was another one here. It went down into earnings and then shot up on earnings. So I don't like to trade earnings because you just never know what's going to happen. But now that they are up, now they should be on your radar and your watch list. But you're thinking, okay, well, I clearly can't get into these up here. That's right. So now what do? Well, you check out something like Lyft, and you can see what did it do. Again, big move after earnings, right? Okay, maybe you could chase that. If you're a quick day trader, you can do 1, 2, 3 days, something like that, whatever it's worth. But then look what it did. It came down and settled into a range, and we were able to pick it up right in through here, and now we're profitable. So that's kind of the thing that I'm looking for with these names. These names are basically they're exposing their positions. They're like, hey, heads up, look at me. And we don't want to chase them, but we want to wait for them to come back down to reasonable areas. You can also look at something like Net. Same kind of deal. Look what it did. It jumped up huge on earnings, but then it came back down and kind of found a range in through here and settled in. And now we want to see if this thing is going to move up from here. And then how about another one? We'll look at NTAP. Yeah, big move, isn't it? Look at that. And you could even see previously, I don't really want to be chasing this move, and I don't really want to be chasing that move. But you can see eventually it came down and settled into a range. Now, unfortunately, NTAP didn't move until the next earnings. And so that's kind of the thing. It's like, all right, let's see what this thing can do. And unfortunately, it was earnings. So now we just have to be patient and watch for it to settle in, kind of like this. Notice how even that one jumped up on earnings, flagged for a little bit, and then continued to move up. So start looking for these names that have had some pretty crazy moves, and then just wait for them to settle on in. AI is another one. With this whole AI frenzy, finally AI itself is starting to get into gear. Now, it's been pretty dull for quite some time, but now it had earnings and it's up like that. Okay, well, you don't exactly want to chase it here, but give it some time and see if it's going to either flag or maybe it's going to come down a little bit and settle in here and then move up. But now these things go on your watch list, and you can start figuring out if these things are going to be, moving for you. Let's see, another one that we were kind of looking at, NXT. How about this one? Same kind of deal. Jumped up on earnings. Okay, gave you a couple days to where it moved up like that, but really, look, it's right back down to where it was. So if you're just patient with these things, eventually they'll settle into a range, and then you just have to figure out when they want to move up, and then you can get into them. So yeah, we're having a pretty good time over in the Moxie trading room with names like this and a few others. Obviously, I'm not going to be showing everything here, but yeah, pretty happy about it. And this market is finally starting to reveal the strong moves, the short squeezes, the whatevers, and we just need to watch for when these things get back on track. I'll show you one more thing as an example of that. Like, look at Meta, and we'll just kind of cut it through here, but you can see every time it had earnings and it jumped up, what did it do? It eventually came down, settled in, and came right back on track. Again, earnings jumped up, settled down, came back on track. And so that's why I'm looking at names that have had strong reactions, and you're just looking for them to get back on track, and then you jump into them on that one. So for your own watch list, go look around for that, see what you can do to build your watch list, find the good ones like this, and then be patient and look for the right opportunities to get in.